On the occasion of Amnesty International new report, I would like to welcome such vital contribution as it shed light on the daily reality of many sexual and reproductive rights defenders in the Americas. This report is the result of an in-depth analysis of the situation, and it gives the opportunity to read powerful testimonies of women human rights defenders working in countries such as Ecuador, El Salvador, Mexico, Paraguay, Peru, and Uruguay. The key findings of the report are alarming and are very much in line with the conclusions of my last report. Across the Americas, human rights defenders working on sexual and reproductive rights face multiple obstacles and increasing risks in their human rights work. Some of these defenders are particularly vulnerable in countries where reproductive health services such as safe abortion or emergency contraception are criminalized. In many countries, defenders working on sexual and reproductive rights are subjected to smear campaigns, public defamation, physical and sexual attacks. Sometimes they even face death, threats, torture, or assassination. Much too often their work remains unrecognized or poorly understood. Their organizations are being closed down or are the target of administrative restrictions. All these attacks are devious attempts to silence women human rights defenders, to discredit their work, and they have devastating consequences in defenders' lives as they instigate a permanent fear of reprisals. In addition to that, there is in many countries an appalling context of impunity where the perpetrators act with the collusion of authorities. Women human rights defenders are attacked because they shatter taboos, because they challenge power structures and social cultural norms based on patriarchy. They promote access to services, information, and education in the field of sexual and reproductive rights, health. They empower generations of women and girls to freely decide whether and when they would have children. They break the cycle of sexual violence. They help protect the rights any person has over his or her own body. They unmask various forms of discrimination and coercion based on gender identity and sexual orientation. For all these reasons, these human rights defenders are depicted as a threat to morality and decency by those who seek to relegate women to a position of vulnerability. It is no coincidence if the majority of these attacks are perpetrated by states as well as non-state actors, such as religious groups, and encouraged by community leaders or conservative media. As United Nations Special Rapporteur on the situation of human rights defenders, I would like to express my deep concern over these rights violations. The role of the international community is important to break the circle of isolation and exposure. It is also crucial to acknowledge the significant role of women human rights defenders in entrenching human rights in our societies. Besides, the United Nations has recognized the rights of women human rights defenders in a resolution that was adopted in 2013. It is high time to protect human rights defenders and all those who are engaged in the promotion and the protection of sexual and reproductive rights. It is high time to better protect Sandra, Lilian, Sarah, Bia and Sahari, who are named in the report, and all the organizations and other individuals who tirelessly defend the rights of others. To that end, I call on the international community and states to publicly recognize the work of sexual and reproductive rights defenders and to create a safe and enabling environment where the specific risks faced by those defenders are addressed. I also call on states to prosecute and condemn those who commit violations against human rights defenders. Finally, I recommend the implementation of gender-specific protection measures and programs for women human rights defenders. Thank you very much.